I saw him working and I was like, hey, that guy is really cute. And then I just came in like every day for lunch. He was the first person I'd met that made me want to be a better person. He was the first man I felt like I respect him.
I understand her. I believe in her. I believe in like every day we will get better.
สวัสดีครับกลับมาพบกับ Nat Talk ในช่อง Nat Journey ซึ่งในคลิปนี้เราจะมาพูดคุยกันกับคู่รักหนุ่มไทยสาวอเมริกันที่ได้พบรักกันในร้านอาหารไทยในประเทศสหรัฐอเมริกานะครับเดี๋ยวเราไปพูดคุยกับเขากันเลยดีกว่านะครับ Hi สวัสดีครับคุณป๊อบสวัสดีครับคุณแม็ก
สวัสดีครับกลับมาอีกครั้งแล้วนะครับ
ครับเราก็กลับมาพบกันอีกคลิปหนึ่งนะครับซึ่งคลิปก่อนหน้านี้เป็นการสัมภาษณ์ระหว่างผมและก็คุณป๊อปแต่ครั้งนี้เราจะมาสัมภาษณ์คุณเมกด้วย so how are you doing Meg
I think doing pretty good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great too. And could you please introduce yourself?
My name is Megan and I have a YouTube channel called Love in Tinglish. I wanted to kind of show what our family's like because we have two different cultures. We have 3 kids and I really wanted to teach them about Thai culture as well as my audience, and I wanted to learn Thai language as well, and Pop is still working on learning English, so it kind of just is Thai and English, which was what Tinglish was.
And your channel is amazing. Like Thai people can also learn English and some foreigner can also learn Thai from your channel. Please check it out. But today we're gonna talk about your relationship. So how did you meet? Can you tell me from your side? Last time Bob already told me about this story, but this time I want to hear from your side.
Well, Pop was working at a Thai restaurant that I went to a lot, and maybe the third day that he was in the United States, I happened to come in for a birthday party with my daughter and my parents, and I saw him working and I was like, hey, that guy's really cute. And then I just came in like every day for lunch and sometimes dinner. And I asked him if he wanted to learn English, and we exchanged phone numbers and then just kind of started dating. We realized like months later that we never really got around to learning or teaching him English, but somehow we had entered a relationship, and then we got married and we have Forrest, and now we have Louise, and I have my daughter from a previous marriage.
But as I know, you have more details that you guys can check it out on her channel, like the story during that time. What attracted you to each other?
It was just that he was very patient with me. He listened a lot. Actually, he said he only listened 40% because that's all he could understand. There were a lot of dates, I'm sure, that he just sat there and listened to me talk and had no idea what I was saying.
Right.
And I still think that's true right now.
What was your first impression when you see him for the first time?
I guess mostly surprised because I would go there so often and I'd never seen him. And so I was like, who is this guy? I don't recognize him. And then I was like, he's really cute. He's got a really nice smile. You still had your glasses. You weren't wearing contacts then, which I like you with your glasses better. Yeah, he just had a really good smile, which he's now told me that he just smiles at everyone because that's his job.
Yeah.
It was very comforting. Like he just made me feel very comfortable.
And how long did you date?
I think
Should be a month.
Yeah, I think we went on our
month.
first date like late February and he got there in January of 2017. And he said he wanted to go to an American restaurant. So we went to the most American restaurant I could think of and got the grossest hamburger.
I love it.
I didn't like it.
There's the local burgers, right?
It was
like chop.
Yeah, it was called the Chop Shop. And
Yeah, chop. That's good. That's really good.
It has like
A lot
really,
better than McDonald's.
Oh yeah, I guess that, but I'm still not a fan of burgers. But he likes them.
When did you decide to get married?
I think like after we have like date like 3 months, maybe.
He didn't let me know until
Because the first thing I told her I want a kid, I want kid.
We talked about
Yeah.
having kids before we even talked about
Yeah.
whether or not we were in a relationship properly.
Oh, really?
When for real.
You say that
Yeah.
at first.
No one believed me.
Let's have
He
kids.
asked me if I wanted kids, and I said, if I wanted more, and I said yes, because his birthday is August 4th, and mine is August 12th, and so in the middle of that, we went on a date, and I finally was like, what the heck is this? Like, what is our relationship? And he's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. And then after that, he was like, how would you like to get married? And I'm like, okay. And then I got pregnant, and then we had a wedding.
Yeah, I told her I want kid. Yeah.
He said I want a son.
Yeah, I want
And I was
a
like,
son.
that's a lot of responsibility because I can't control that. That's on you.
Yes, that's true. You can control that. Do you live together first before you get married, right? Or after?
Yes. He moved in February and we got married in May. So at that point, we'd been together unofficially for a year.
And what do you feel about that situation that you move in? Because some Thai people, they are very conservative about this kind of situation, right? But I think for you guys, you feel more comfortable to stay there.
For me, I can't really say that it was weird because honestly, with Dorothy's father, I moved in with him while I was in the process of getting divorced from my first husband. So my whole relationship situation has always been unconventional. But Pop said that he knows what Thai culture is like and he's not as traditional, so it wasn't as like weird for him.
Yeah, for me, I think we must live together first because we need to learn each other first before we get married.
Especially because of my OCD, my ulcerative colitis, which is like an intestinal disease. It takes a lot out of me to be around other people because I know it's a lot.
First, come here.
So-
Come here, hey.
That's why him being patient was so important.
I also agree with you about the way that you choose like to live together before getting married, and you can learn each other and make sure this is the person that you want to spend time for the whole life, right?
Yes, that was definitely a big thing. More because I was worried he would just be like, no, this is too much, I can't do this. But he's still here, and it's been 4 years now.
Yeah.
And more continue. And
Maybe just this year.
You're just lazy. You're like, oh, it's too much work to go somewhere else.
I know you always make this kind of joke. I also like watch some of the video and you say like maybe this is gonna be the last year.
We are very sarcastic. Like we make fun of each other all the time. It's boring if you're always like, oh, I love you so much. I mean, there's only so much you can say that, but if you can joke with each other, then it makes it more fun.
Yeah, but some people might not get your jokes, but I do.
Yeah, no.
I still do like it's a joke. Some people are like, what? Why you said that?
Yeah, they're probably like, gosh, that's a toxic relationship.
And what do you do together for fun?
We haven't really gone anywhere and done anything, so it's just been playing with the kids and I'd say learning Thai, but mostly it's just me sending him transcripts and him translating.
Yeah, because I work in Thai restaurant. I work like 6 days a week. I mean, I don't have a lot of time because when I work in Thai restaurant, I go on the morning and then I come back at night. And then
like 12 to 13 hours.
yeah, and then after that I work in dental assistant. I just work like 4 days a week, but I still work in restaurant on Sunday. Most of the time we spend time with the kid. We don't have do anything much because of COVID too.
Because I have an autoimmune disease, I'm afraid to go out.
But you still enjoy making video on YouTube and Instagram, right?
Yeah, she did. She tried to upload like every week. Yeah, then she worked hard with that. I think she did a great job.
It's a hobby that I've stuck with the longest. I don't usually stick with hobbies for very long, and this has been 2 years now. It was a way for me to just talk through everything and to look back and see things that I would do, and that's why I was daily vlogging, was so that I could...
So for you, it's like a daily vlog and like a diary in a video. So you record your daily life and then you rewatch it again. It's kind of the therapist for you.
Yes, and I had people saying that because I was filming and talking about motherhood along with it, it helped them because they realized that they wanted to be moms, but they had things like this and they were afraid. So I was like, oh, well, if it's not just helping me, it's helping other people. I'll just keep doing this. And eventually I just got to where I was like, I can't wait to film and edit things. And I want to learn more about editing and get more equipment and like a better camera and stuff. But that's quite a bit of a budget that we're not ready to do yet.
So could you describe each other of your role in the relationship?
She's just an annoying person.
Yes.
No, just kidding. I think because I understand her. I believe in her. I believe in like every day we will get better. For her problem, I mean like her anxiety, her OCD, I always have a hope. And then she get better. And then I believe in our life we get better every day. And it's true. I mean, we get better for every day. I mean, financial.
From where we were
Job.
like 2 years ago, yeah, we're a lot better.
Because we not stop. We not stop to get better.
It's just nice to have someone to keep pushing forward with instead of
Yeah.
somebody who's like, oh, well, it's not getting better, I'm just gonna give up.
Because her have a lot of problem. I mean like financials, her
Like mental illness.
yeah, mental illness.
And physical
And
illness.
then I just told her, yeah, I never say give up. And then I never give up for everything. We just keep going.
And we can be blunt with each other and say exactly what we're thinking, and sometimes I'll take it personally. He doesn't usually take it personally, but he knows even if I get emotional, eventually I'll come back and we'll talk about it logically, even if it takes a day for me to calm down and start thinking about stuff. But I think it's good because he kind of brings me down to earth. I have definitely control like over my anger and emotions and things like that, which I didn't used to in the past, and now I can just kind of be like, it's okay now. So he grounds me, if that makes sense.
So it seems like Bob told me that his English is not better yet, but it seems like the language is not the main thing or the main problem for you guys, because you can connect through something, maybe through heart. I don't know. Could you explain like how you can make that happen, like to handle a lot of obstacle in life or the problem? Even like it's not your native language, how you can make that happen?
I would say we just back to basic. I mean, think first before you say. Like for everything, you just thinking first. Stop your emotional, stop your ego. Just think and process things, what you need to do before you say a thing.
With the language, because I'm from Florida, I worked in kitchens for I don't even know how long. Went to culinary school and I worked in kitchens from probably 10 years. And so I worked with a lot of like people who speak Spanish. And so I got used to like that language barrier. My first husband was from Germany. My second was from Poland. And so I'm kind of used to like, okay, let's figure out what words they may understand and like kind of just like talk through it and like how to explain definitions in a way that he will understand. So I just have a lot of experience with people who don't speak English as their first language. And he's usually pretty quick at understanding, so it's not just mine, he's really smart.
So how do you keep going during the hard time?
I'm learning how to let Pop cool down before I approach him, because sometimes I can go straight for the like attack in an argument. So it's more like we're teaching each other. Like he's learning how not to react when I overreact, and I'm learning how to react less so that we don't go in like a circle. So it help we
Just
teach
calm
each
first.
other. Yeah,
Yeah,
we teach each other because we're exact opposites pretty much when it comes to that.
So you learn to be a better person every day, both of
Yes,
you.
and that was one of the things that attracted me to him. He was the first person I'd met that made me want to be a better person for not just myself, but like for my family. Like I was like, wow, this guy is somebody who I respect, which honestly, I've never really had much respect for men. So he was the first man I felt like I respect him. He's helped me learn a lot about myself.
When we get a hard time, I mean, we all calm down first and then come back to talk what we should do.
it's usually him trying to calm me down enough so we can discuss it, and then we go from there, and then it usually we can resolve it and move on with our lives like it never happened.
What is the biggest strength of your relationship?
When we tell each other our goals and our dreams, both of us, like I'll be like, you can definitely do that, and he does the same to me. So it's the fact that neither of us are like, that you can't do that. Like we never doubt each other that way. We always build each other. Yeah, we always support, build each other up, because we know that we can do anything if we really want to.
Yeah, from my side, I think you listen to me. I mean, we listen to each other. You open your mind, and I open your mind to listen to you for what happened, what's going on about your stuff or about my stuff. Just we listen more, we understand more.
All right, I think that's all the question. I have learned a lot from both of you, and I just want to say thank you to this beautiful lover, Meg and Bob Thai American couple, for sharing your all beautiful inspirational story. And yeah, if the audience want to watch your video or follow you guys, where they can find it.
So my YouTube channel is Love in Tinglish, and my Instagram and TikTok are Meg with Love.
All right. Thank you everyone for watching this video. If you love this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and check their channel as well. I will put the link down below. So thank you so much. I hope to see you guys again in one day, or maybe in your video.
Thank
ขอบคุณ
you.
มากครับ
You're awesome,
สวัสดี
man.
ครับ
Thank
ขอบคุณครับ
บ๊ายบาย สวัสดีครับ
ขอบคุณครับ